Hello and welcome to another AIC Productions video. Today I'm super excited to show you the things I have here in front of me. This, all inclusive, is going to be my new Ethereum mining rig. So I posted a picture of these video cards a few days ago on social media. If you don't follow me on Facebook, Twitter, links are down in the description below. I also have a subreddit for those of you who are on Reddit. You can comment or interact with me there. I'm happy to do everything I can to interact with you on my subreddit. But yeah, that's what these are going into, is this case with this motherboard and processor, and we're going to do some mining with it. Now, a couple things about this system. First of all, when I first set out to build a system, I wanted to build a desktop. The desktop that I had, my old gaming system, my wife has taken over, it's become hers. And in my new home, I have my new home office, and I wanted a machine that was mine for my office that was kind of stationary. I go through a lot of laptops with my reviews. I kind of wanted something that was static and didn't do a lot of changing. When I went to go build it, I work in IT, and my company is currently looking at cryptocurrency or blockchain specifically for certain types of transactions, not necessarily a money exchange, but a verification of information. Unfortunately, I can't go into more detail on that because I don't want to lose my job. But it's really been a big thing on my team, and several of my teammates have already started mining, and so they really encouraged me to give it a go myself for a few reasons. One, I get to learn a lot more about it. Two, it gets me a little extra money. And three, yeah, just the experience of using the product that we're going to be implementing at work. So that's something, if you work in IT, you should definitely have a home lab. And I've had different kinds of labs over the years, but this is the first time I'm doing a cryptocurrency mining rig. So let me go through what I bought and maybe a little bit why I bought it. The first thing, I decided to go with a Ryzen 5 1400. The reason for this particular chip is it is the least expensive Ryzen chip currently available. The Ryzen 3, as of recording this, have not yet been released. I did not need a massive Ryzen 7 chip for checking email, checking my stats on YouTube, responding to comments on YouTube, things like that. I didn't need something powerful, but I did want something with a little bit of meat to it for if I decide to do any editing. The system I currently edit on is my ZBook 17 with a Core i7, but I may be retiring that soon. We'll see on that. So that's my my Ryzen 5 1400 chip, CPU there. With that, obviously, I needed a M4 motherboard. AM4 motherboard. And this particular one, the reason why I bought this, it was one of the least expensive boards that had an M.2 slot and 3 PCI Express slots. So it has one PCI Express 16 and 2 PCI Express 1 slots on there. So the reason for that is I'll have one of these plugged into the main PCI Express 16, and then I have, so far I just have one delivered, but this is a riser card to plug the additional GPU into the PCI Express 1 slot. And I have another one on the way. It should actually be delivered today here shortly. This is my M.2 storage drive here. It's 128 gig, or 120 gig NVMe drive. BPX is the brand. It was inexpensive when I bought it. And then these are the video cards, and I'll talk about those in just a minute because there's a lot of information about video cards right now. For now, I just have 4 gigs of memory. Two reasons for only having 4 gigs. One, Ethereum mining uses almost no CPU or system resources outside of the graphics card. And two, I ran out of money. I didn't have enough money to buy more than 4. So I plan on increasing that to at least 8 in the near to distant future. I do have a Blu-ray drive. I know physical media is going the way of the dodo. but one thing we like to do is buy movies, encode them onto the computer, and we throw them on our NAS storage drive, so that way we have a computer plugged into our television. We watch our movies that way. So we've purchased them, but then have a digital copy. I have kids, and if anybody has kids out there, you well know what it's like to have to play the same movie over and over and over again. And we've actually had discs break in a drive because they were played so much. This is another accessory I got. It is a Tomoko mechanical keyboard. It was $49.99 on Amazon. I actually purchased previously the smaller one that doesn't have the numpad on it for about the same price. I want to say about 6 to 8 months ago. For my wife's computer, she absolutely loves it. When I saw that I could get the full keyboard with the numpad for about the same as what I paid for the shorter keyboard, I definitely picked that up. It's a great keyboard. The switches in them, as you can hear, nice and clicky. I believe they're blue in color, so I think they're supposed to emulate a Cherry MX blue switch. I'm not huge on mechanical keyboards, but I definitely really like typing on this keyboard. And since I have a smaller brother already, I knew I was going to like it. This does have RGB, I believe, on it, but I haven't set it up. And then I just have a Technic mouse. This is the same mouse I bought for my wife's computer a little while ago. Hers is red, this one's blue, just so I can tell the difference between the two. For $10, it's a great wireless mouse. It's actually very nice, very responsive, and feels really good. The kind of grip I have on a mouse, this matches it very well. So I find it to be a very comfortable mouse. This is the case I bought. It's a Thermaltake V2 Plus. V probably means value. It's a very inexpensive case. I want to say it was $50. It came with a 450 watt power supply. I know. I probably should buy a separate power supply, but it is a Thermaltake branded power supply. I've dealt with their power supplies in the past, and they've been pretty good. I haven't had a problem with one in the past, so I felt comfortable buying from a brand I'm familiar with. We'll see. Part of the reason why I say it's value, it actually, other than the power supply, has no cooling fans on the inside, so I had to purchase additional cooling fans, which annoyed me a little bit, just because this will be generating a lot of heat. Going back to the video cards. So, if you have gone to purchase a video card recently, you will see that video card prices are absolutely obscene. What you would spend on a video card 6 months ago versus today, exactly the same card, prices have absolutely skyrocketed. When I was first going to be setting this up, I was originally looking at the 1060, but I didn't have the money I needed to get 3 cards. I wanted to do 3 cards. And in the time that I was able to save up the money, they were going for about $210, $220 when I originally looked. Now they're a minimum of $290, and that you can only order 1 card at that price. Because I wanted 3 of it the same card, that was important to me. Now they're pushing $400 to $500 for 1 card. If you look just about anywhere else, the prices on them have just gone crazy. The 1070s that were $300, $400 just a few months ago are now in the $600 to $900 range. Graphic card prices have just gone through the roof. So I ended up going with specifically a GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. Now the reason for the Ti over just the regular GTX 1050 is it has 4 gigs of memory, and Ethereum specifically is going to be going away from their current standard and going up to a higher difficulty, and that is eliminating the 2 and 3 gigs. You're going to have a minimum of 4 gigs pretty soon, so I tried to future-proof that a little bit. I did see a review online where they had just a normal 1050 and it didn't work because it only had 2 gigs of memory. So I went with the 4 gig ones, which is the GTX 1050 Ti's. So I did get 3 of them. In my research, the numbers for these are kind of all over the place. They were showing anywhere from 8 to 14 mega hash a second with the TIs. So we'll see. One more reputable source was showing, or at least it looked more reputable, although the website was better and the information was a lot clearer and more specific to this card, was showing a 11 mega hash running in Windows. Now they did reduce power, max power level on these by 30%, but the memory was overclocked. So we're going to do a little bit of playing around with that. But this is just a quick first video. I just want to do an overview of the hardware. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to install it into the case. I know you're supposed to test bench it before you install it. I'm just going to go ahead and install it. I've never had a problem otherwise, and it's not that big a deal. So we'll go ahead and end here. Hit me up on social media. I'll put some links to my Bitcoin wallet, my Ethereum wallet. I'll also put a link. There's a company that's Genesis Mining. I'll put a link down there. If you're interested in getting into mining, it's a super easy way to do it. You click on that link, it'll take you to their website, and you just buy mega hash. For Ethereum, I want to say it's $30 per mega hash. All of this cost me a little over $800, about $850, not quite $900 for all of this. For that, you can buy quite a bit of mega hash without any of the hardware investment or any of the additional costs of electricity or cooling or anything like that. So I know a number of people have been doing that and have had great results and made quite a bit of money. And I will definitely try to get screenshots of some of their earnings from Genesis. Now I went this route specifically because I was going to be building a computer anyways and wanted to give this a go and do it myself, go through the setup myself. So yeah, we will get going on the build here. You'll see that in the next video. Hit up my links down below. If you're interested, I'll also put links to some of this hardware if you're interested in buying anything specific to get similar results to what I'm doing. This is one of the least expensive ways I've found to start a mining rig. So that's probably what I'll call this video, and go from there. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions about any of this, ask in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer those. I may not have some of the answers just yet because I am just starting out today with getting this going. This is the 5th of July, just at a reference date of 2017. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.